Okay, a little update. So I had a couple of those M3s. They're pulling out right now. So I have a little bit of profit here on the Euro USD. Let me go ahead and enlarge this right here. You can see how I entered right up in here. And we're starting to pull down already. So I have a alert set at central pivot. I'll move my stop down to just below these highs right here. Or sorry, just above these highs right here. All right. And so setting up my take profit. Let's see, what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to have to add on more pivots to see if this is an inside week or not. Let's go with the 6. Okay. One thing that I want to do is make sure that my take profit is going to be at or more than my average take profit amount. So if I were to place it here, this would be how many points? 162. So that would be, let's pull up my average here. Let's see here. Let's go to my SD drive. Day trading. Monthly, weekly. So stats all pairs. Okay. Let's go and pull this open here. Alright, so Euro USD, my average win. I don't even have it in here, that's the thing I need to do. Pause. Okay. I have some possible setups here. Euro CAD coming up. I have the USD CAD coming up. And the Australian yen has disqualified since we're moving below central pivot. Okay. Waiting on the Euro CAD, waiting on the US CAD, getting pretty close. I want to take it right when it's inside the numbers here. Euro CAD. Getting pretty close. Euro CAD's real close. Real close. We want it right inside the numbers. Almost there. Alright, EuroCAD. In on the EuroCAD, let's go ahead and find ourselves stop loss. stop loss is going to be right up here. 56195. 56195. Come on, man. What's going on? Okay, drop the stop. Let's go ahead and get the stop on there. Let's go ahead and place my alert at 5529, 1.5529 EuroCAD. Alright, EuroCAD 5529, that's correct. Okay, perfect. Alright, that one's in. Alright, the USD CAD's getting closer. Let's go ahead and put another alert. If we drop back below that, we'll not take any trades on this one. Alright. Alright, so that one's ready. So let's go ahead and pop back over to see what we have going on here. Alright, so I did drop a buy order coming. This one's the M2, M3 weekly system. Alright, my orders on the Euro and the Australian, they're coming out of their sell areas. That's good. Go ahead and drop an alert for the pivot. That's when I can move my stop. Take the expiration off. Change the sound. Okay. Test our alerts for this guy here.
Alert, alert, alert.
Perfect. Alright, we're all set. Alright, good. We have our alert over here. Let's go back. Okay, got the stop, yes. Target, yes. Now this is an inside week right here. Inside week. R3. There we go, R3. Right up in here. If I can get it. It's a little bit too close. There we go. Perfect. Got my R3. Alright. Taking a look here. Looks like we do have an inside week as well. I'm going to go ahead and bring my target on down. R3. Alright. Euro. It's a normal week. I keep my target there. Perfect. Any other trading setups? On the Euro Yen? No. No. I need to record down my CAD. My CAD Yen. Let's go ahead and take a screenshot. Alright. This is order number let's see. Order number 6461. 6461. This is a CAD. This is a buy order. This is M2 open, and took the photo. Okay, exit. All right. The beginning of the week is always heavy with work. All right, let's go ahead and get that screen capture going. All right, took the CAD in. Let's get it right here. All right, save a copy. This is the order number 6461. Very good. All right, let's check back over. How are we doing over here? All right, USD CAD still reaching. Euro CAD stalling. All right, still hanging out on pivot for the Euro Yen. This one's cooked. Once we made a go at the M3 and drops back below pivot, we're cooked. We're done. No more trading on this one for the week. Since we're still hanging out at the central pivot, this is actually making a go at the M3. So once if we don't hit our target, our entry, and we start dropping back below pivot, then this one's done. I'm not going to trade it for the rest of the week. All right, so bring it back. What we have here, we had a little bit of a jump about 15 minutes ago, but starting to cool off a little bit at the moment. I'm going to pause and come back if there's any other trading opportunities. All right, and it looks like the Canadian's coming right up into the sell zone according to the Horseman system. I'd rather not sell it there, but this is a better system than I am trader. It's proven me wrong many times. Want to get right inside those numbers. Right inside these numbers here. Yep. Alright, now time to drop a stop on this bad boy. Always want it just above this line to cover for a little bit of spread. Alright. Yep, almost had it. Okay, so this is going to be 31830. 31830. Okay, so we have that one done. Let's go ahead and drop our alerts. Alert's going to be right at central pivot, which is right here, 3135, 1.3135.
Alert, alert, alert.
Just giving it a little test. It works. Right, here we go. We got our alert for our central pivot. Okay, that's all right. So we have the CAD, we have the Euro CAD. The only one that's still valid to trade is the Euro Yen. Still hanging out near the pivot. Hasn't made a go yet at either of the M2 or the M3, so we're waiting on that one. All right, I'll bring you back as we have updates.
All right, so it's 2 in the morning. I just got notified that took a stop on the USD and CAD. Not a big deal. All right, it's gonna be a small one. And then I got notified that some of my, let's see here. Okay, we're still in on the Euro CAD. This. I woke up with some notifications and I'm half asleep right now, so let's see where we're at. Okay, so let's see, alright, this looks like this gets to come down to just above the swing point. That's it, that's what the notification was about. That is it. Okay. Let's see what else.
All right, so I did it. Got my coffee. Did a couple. Did a couple of updates here. All right, I updated the bounce on the M2 for the Australian dollar. It looks like we're pulling above central pivot, so we're going to be looking for the pullback here. And it looks like I identified the bounce on the pound yen, and we're looking for a price to pull above central pivot for the daily. We're going to take the retest of the central pivot. Same thing with the pound dollar, and it looks like we have a positive rejection for the Australian US dollar off of the.
An IFO economist says we anticipate a 2.1%.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and place my pending order. As soon as this candle closes, I'm going to place my pending order for the Australian Japanese yen for a buy.
Alright, looks like I'm getting notifications here that the Euro Yen is making a go for the M2 weekly on the 4 horseman trade setup. Alright, so let's go ahead and enter in our pending order.
Alert, alert, alert.
Alright, these alerts are amazing. Alright, let's see here. Looks like we want to get in at 123751. 123751. That one's for the Euro Yen. 123751. Alright, stop's going to be at 123385. 123385. Okay, this would be void if price comes to the central pivot. Go ahead and place that there. Let's see here. Also, I need to place my loud alarm. 124134. 124134. Always double check. Okay, a bit of an update on the day trading front. I do have the pound yen making a move above central pivot with the setup. Alright, so still waiting on my pending order to trigger for the Australian yen. Let's see if we can adjust this entry a little bit here. Spread. Nope, that's correct. Alright, and we just don't have any further developments as far as the day trading front goes. This one here, I'm waiting for a little bit of daylight in the white. Looks like we're making a move on the pound dollar, possibly looking to enter through the central pivot point. Alright, let's go ahead and take this to the swing trading first. We'll save this. This is my day trading. Go ahead and take a look at our swing trades at the moment. Alright. Let's see, as far as the Australian dollar goes, we did get the central pivot. I did cinch up my stop loss on that one. The euro dollar, we did get central pivot. I cinched up the stop. Looks like we are holding firm on this one so far. As far as the Australian, let's see here. No, bounce yet on the M2. Haven't received central pivot yet, so my stop is still below the S1. Alright, we'll take this back to the day trade. And the updates on our four horsemen. We're still barely sitting in profit. Euro CAD. I have a pending order still on the Euro Yen. The Australian dollar, this one is not tradable for the rest of the week. And we got stopped out for a small loss in the USD CAD. That's an update. It is 3:02 in the morning. So London Open's been open for 2 hours. Alright, we'll do a little bit of an update here. It's now 3:27 a.m. my time. It's 2.5 hours after the London Open. It looks like I have a valid trade set up here for a day trade. This is a 15-minute chart. Day trading strategy on the pound yen. And place my order. Inside. Set up. No valid trade setup on the Australian yet. No.
Saudi Energy Minister Abdul Aziz says, "We will definitely not be a part of the problem when it comes to climate change. The consumer now requires clean energy."
Alright, heading on over to my four horsemen. I still don't have a pending. I still don't have my pending order triggered. Came down and
ECB's DeCoste says that banks should remain prudent on dividend policy while COVID-19 uncertainty persists.
Still a break even on my Euro CAD. Alright, a little bit of an update here. I do have a Australian, a little bit of daylight in here. You can place a pending order for a day trade, and it's going to be a buy.
and a couple of other items here. I noticed that we are getting a bounce off of the M2 weekly for the euro yen. Still waiting for a nice open breach of the central pivot. Also, I'm going to go ahead and mark this as a possible euro USD bounce off of the weekly central pivot. Keep an eye on that one as well. Still needed to breach above central pivot point. The USD CAD sent up for a trade for tomorrow. Still no real breach confirmation on the pound dollar. Looks like the pound yen is coming back nicely to our entry zone. The Australian yen is still pretty high up, away from our entry zone. Alright, we'll take a look at the trade system. The Four Horsemen. Still, again, my euro yen has not been triggered. If it breaches the central pivot point, I will remove the pending order. We are currently still sitting at basically break even on the euro CAD. However, seem to be reversing course and continuing into the bullish trend. We'll keep a close eye on that one as well. Heading back to the swing trading full pivots. I've done some more stats, and I've considered the CAD yen does not have very good stats for as far as the M2 M3 open trade. I do have one that's sitting here. It only has a 29% chance of winning with a 1.8 to 1 risk to reward ratio. So I red lighted any more swing trades as far as the M2 M3 with the CAD yen is considered. The other swing trade that I have on right now, it's sitting break even, is the Australian dollar US dollar. I also have a small profit with the euro US dollar as far as the M2 M3 trade system is considered. I'll bring you more updates. The time is 4:27. London open plus 3.5 hours. Alright, here I just want to bring you up to date. I did have the Australian US dollar trigger for my day trade, bounce off the central pivot. Also, I have a possible trade set up here on the euro yen. We did get the bounce off the weekly M2, and I did get breached at the central pivot point. I am looking for a little bit more of a arc and then test of the pivot, and I will update you if I take that order. Alright, it is now 5:25, so it's London open plus 4.5 hours, and it is New York open plus half an hour, and I do have a pound yen entry just now right here. Alright, and I just didn't have enough daylight in the euro yen to take that trade. We'll kind of wait and see, and I'll bring you any further updates. Alright, a little quick update here. We are now New York open plus 1 hour, so it's 6 o'clock a.m. my time. I'm going to go ahead and remove this trade setup. It's currently not valid. We are dropping back below the weekly central pivot. Let's see here. We're currently in a drawdown on our day trade for the Australian dollar, and never took our pound trade, never properly breached the central pivot. We are sitting pretty close to break even on the pound yen. Our pending order has not triggered on the Australian yen for a long, and looks like I may have missed this trade right here. I didn't take it because it just wasn't enough daylight inside here. So that's something I need to go back and review. But let's go ahead and take a look at our Four Horsemen trade. We're currently sitting at break even for the Euro CAD, and pretty close to central pivot. If we reach central pivot, I will remove that order. Okay, let's go ahead and go into our swing trades. Let's save that down. All right, let's go into our swing trades here and check out those. All right, so we took a swing on the Australian US dollar, the M2, the M3. We're currently barely sitting in profit on that one. We took the Euro US dollar swing trade. We moved both of our stops, both on the Australian and on the Euro, because of central pivot was reached on the weekly. We're sitting in profit now, breaching below and closing below central pivot on the Euro. And we're currently break even on the CAD yen. This again, I ended up having when I did my stats, not very good stats on the system right here for the swing trades. So I probably won't be. This will be the last time I will be trading the CAD yen with this system. I'll keep you up to date. Bye for now. All right, I'm going to bring you a quick update. We just got the alert that our Euro yen hit the central pivot, so that means that I have to remove my
This stream is
order.
sponsored by Unusual Activity. If you're looking for high volatility
Still
stock
sending
and
break
volume
even
anomalies,
as far as the
please
Euro
check out
CAD
the
goes.
Unusual Activity link at
Day
the top of the
trades.
Financial Juice site for a live
We're
feed
sitting
running
in
from
slight
9:30 to
negative
11
in
a.m.
the
Eastern Time.
Australian US dollar as far as the day trade goes. Sitting at break even with the pound yen. We have did not trigger a buy order on our Australian pending order. Now this is one that I probably definitely missed. However, I am going to set the pending order here as soon as this candle closes for an entry just above the central pivot with the Euro yen. We'll keep you updated. It is now 6:14, so it's 1 hour 15 minutes past the New York Open. All right, as a quick update, I noticed that the CAD yen is starting to bounce off of the weekly M2. So I went ahead and marked that, and I'm just waiting for a breach of the central pivot point. I'll bring you updates as they come. Also, here on the Euro USD, we are getting a
This
reaction
stream is
at
sponsored by
central pivot
TickStrike.
point.
TickStrike allows you to actually hear order flow in futures, forex, and stock
We're waiting
instruments.
for the central
Get a
pivot
free
point to
trial
reach.
at tickstrike.com.
Quick little update here. It's now 7:40. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes past the New York Open. I removed the trade setup since we have never really breached the central pivot point for the daily. Came back below the weekly. I am going to remove the trade setup since we couldn't hold above for the Euro. And so far we're still waiting for our trade to trigger on the Euro yen.
White House Economic Advisor Kudlow says, I believe
trade
Mnuchin
setup
will talk to Pelosi on Monday
on the
on coronavirus
CAD
relief.
yen. As far as day trading goes, remove that setup. And still waiting for our trade to trigger on the Australian Japanese yen. We're currently sitting in drawdown for the pound yen and the Australian yen as far as our day trading goes. We'll go ahead and go to the Four Horsemen. We are sitting in a slight bit of a drawdown with the Four Horsemen. Let's go ahead and go to our swing trading real quick. As far as our swing trading goes, we are barely in profit on the Australian US dollar, and we are in a slight bit of profit in the Euro US dollar. Again, my CAD yen is near break even. This one is, after doing the stats, I found out that it's not very it's not very profitable doing the M2, M3 open trading system with the CAD yen. So this is going to be the last time I trade that one. I'll bring you up to date with more details as they occur. All right, a little bit of an update. I have my Australian yen long just triggered. It's at 7:52 p.m.
From Politico, House Representative Speaker Pelosi
Sorry,
and US
AM.
Treasury Secretary Mnuchin will speak this afternoon at 2 p.m.
nearly
Eastern
3
Time
hours
about
after the
COVID
New York
relief.
Open. On a keynote, one mistake I might have made was there wasn't enough daylight inside here. I do remember going back and doing my back testing that I skipped on these where they just didn't have enough daylight. I want to have something a little bit more like this.
And we've
or
just
like
posted
this.
the Dallas Fed Manufacturing Business Index
just
report
as a note.
on the Financial Juice feed if you'd like to have a
All right, time is now 8:13. It's New York Open plus 3 hours. And quick little update here. We are getting a slight bounce off the weekly pivot points. However, this is early in the hour, so I don't have much confidence in this holding. The CAD really took off that damaged our.
You're listening to Financial Juice,
Really
real-time
close
voice and text
to,
coverage of
stop
what's
out
moving the markets. If you'd like to help our service become 24 hours, please go to pro.financialjuice.com or click Go Pro
That
at the top of the
setup's
site
gone.
for an exclusive, limited
Euro,
time,
yen
deep discount
hasn't
founding
hit
member
our
offer.
entry yet. And we got a little bit of a bounce again. It's early in the hour for the Australian yen, so I don't have much confidence in that. However, we are still trending up, and the pound yen just it's finding a little bit of support. Again, the way it pulled back below the central pivot like that, the weekly central pivot, gives me not much confidence in that trade. So, but the day trades aren't doing all that well today. The Four Horsemen is not doing all that well today. Let's go ahead and go to the swing trade. All right, our Australian is pretty much almost break even, barely in profit. The euro is barely in profit. The Canadian is near break even, a little bit of drawdown. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in rest mode, put it in my black, and I'm going to take a nap, and I'll be back in about 2 hours to check up on everything. I have alerts set, so I'll know if the market, it looks like the euro yen might trigger here shortly. I'll keep you updated. Just as a quick update, my euro yen has just entered. It's now 8:18 a.m. I'll keep you updated. All right, I just got woken up out of my nap to see that my Four Horsemen trade has stopped me out for a loss. So I'm done for the week. The Four Horsemen. I'm going to go ahead and log in my. Let's see here. Oh, that's a little crazy. What's this? Alright, so we took a loss on the. Let's refresh this. Alright, so 11:55. Okay, so 47. So let's put my calculator. We always do a combined. Total. we are. Since May. So slightly under 50% profit. Starting balance was 1,000, up 49% for the past 5 months since starting. I'll see how our day trades are doing. Slight bounce for the Australian yen. Pound is still pretty much in drawdown. Pretty much at break even. Bounce off the daily pivot for the euro yen. My swing trade's doing really well on the euro USD. The Australian US dollar is really falling behind. Doing okay on the swing trade, day trade, near stop out levels. I'll keep you updated. The time is 8:48 a.m. New York open +3, almost 4 hours. Just woke up from my nap. It's 10:40, so we're 5 hours and 40 minutes into the New York session. And a quick update here. Looks like my Australian US dollar is on its last stand. Almost hit a stop, but trying to find some support. I don't have much hope for this one. My swing trade was opened right here in the beginning of the week, and we're barely in profit. So my swing trade on the euro USD was opened right in here. Let's go with white. Alright, swing trade was opened right in here. So far we're in a little bit of profit, not very much. And let's see here. So one lesson that I have learned was looking back at my back testing, I did want to see more of a daylight space in here. We didn't get very much daylight space in there, so this should be no trade. This in here is probably just the least amount of daylight I would allow to take a trade. We're pretty much break even on this trade. This one right here, I did the stats on for the swing trade, and it doesn't work well. So far, I've done the euro USD, the euro yen, euro USD, USD CAD. I did the CAD yen, and also I did the Australian US dollar. So these all work just fine. Up next, I need to do the Australian yen, pound yen.
The US sanctions Iran's Ministry of Petroleum and National Oil Company.
As far as the swing trading M2, M3 open. I'm going to go ahead and probably just do one more update right before the session closes, and I'm going to try and cut these videos a little bit shorter because I'm on about 49 minutes of runtime at the moment.